What's happening, YouTube? It's K-Mega405 live from the 405, where I'm just your regular gamer talking to the intelligent gamers. Now, briefly, I want to make a couple of comments about this whole PewDiePie thing. You know, honestly, the biggest concern to me is not about what this man has said, because he said these type of things before. It's shock value. I think we all understand that. But the biggest problem to me are the apologists. The people that get behind him and stand behind him no matter what, even though they know deep down that he was wrong. Look, I think we all try to play gaming or get into gaming because we know that we're trying to get away from the real world issues, problems. We're not trying to hear all that other crazy shit that goes around the world. That's why we get into these virtual universes and play games amongst our peers. The problem is when people try to use shock value tactics or try to make themselves say, hey, look at me, I did something controversial, it's all about me. And then it's bringing up these type of things that are real world problems. That's the issue that I have mostly about this whole situation. As me being an African American, you know what I'm saying, I find it to be problematic that he uses that word so loosely. And so hearing the excuse from other people, the apologists that say, well, he was in the heat of a moment, he was playing the game, and of course, since he played the game, he just came out with a racial epithet. What? What? Never. I've been gaming since 1978. When I first started playing pinball, or I could when I was a little child, but I remember, you know, from when I'm told, when I was playing arcades at the laundromat, table arcades, if you can remember that. That's a long time ago, Jack. But anyway, been playing games for eons. It may seem like to some people, especially young kids. And the fact of it is that I've never, ever, ever, ever in my entire life, in the heat of a moment playing a game, especially if I'm getting wore out by somebody, call somebody a racial slur because I'm getting my ass handed to me. I never came in and said something racist about a white person, an Asian, a Native American, an African, European, nothing of that sort, you know, Latino, nothing, because most of the times when you're playing games against random people, you don't know who you're playing against. And out of the millions and millions of people that has been supporting this man, you would think out of those 57 plus million people that subscribe to his channel, you don't think some of them weren't African American, maybe? And another thing that's really crazy to me is when you hear the apologists that will try to say, well, it's not like black people doesn't use the N-word for themselves, knowing damn well that when black people use that word amongst themselves with the it is in a term of like, hey, what's up, bro? What's happening? And it's a part of hip-hop culture, which again, hip-hop culture reaches all different races. I've seen Asians make videos saying the word. I've seen white people say it. I've seen Latinos use it. So it's not just a black word that just been used by just black people. Come on, man. Let's pump your brakes on that. And then another thing that's really funny to me, because these apologists, they act like we don't understand about reality or be amongst other people, because we're just with my coworkers alone. My white coworkers, they say racial stuff amongst themselves by calling themselves racial names. They just all in fun and play, but I have the respect of not trying to get involved into that, because I know that's their thing. Because if I said it to them, they could get offended. I'm not even going to try to go there with that, because I know if they did that to me, I would be offended. And then there's also another point, like women, for instance. When a whole bunch of females, and this is not every female, but when a whole bunch of group of females are best friends and been friends for years, I mean, you've seen these in movies as well. I know for experiences of my previous girlfriends and things of that nature, where they are together and they call themselves bitch. Oh, bitch, shut up, whatever. And then if some dude calls them a bitch, then it's on and popping. So don't give me that crazy excuse. So yeah, I did say that I was going to be short and move on to the next topic. I'll just make another video talking about what I was going to talk about pertaining video games. But again, it's really hypocritical of so many people to jump on the side of a person that knowingly said something wrong, and instead of just saying, look, oh man, you know, that was foul, that wasn't, not saying that you should unsub the man, but the fact of it is that the more and more is he going to do this, and the more that he knows that he's going to have supporters, it's really, he's really setting away apart from what we all get in here to do, and that is to game together as a family. You know, regardless if whatever type of genre of games that you like, there's always going to be somebody that maybe that you're not used to being around. If that's a person of color, if that's a person's sexual orientation, a person's religion, you don't know. But if you just play with them and you have a good time, that's what the hell it's all about. And that's what we get into gaming for. Not to hear people get out here and try to make this, you know, try to come out to do racial garbage just because they want their name to be out in public. So yeah, for me, you know, I was told by a couple of people, you know what I'm saying, 100 was one of them, like, man, you shouldn't even talk about it, let it go. And I'm like, yeah, I should. Made a video about it before, and then I scrapped it, and then, you know what, I made another one because to me it is important to talk about, especially when I love what I do in gaming, and I love doing YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be, this type of thing is a burden to everybody. It should be. This is garbage. So I hope he gets hit hard for this, because, you know, enough is enough. You are the biggest YouTuber in, you know, you are YouTube pretty much. You have so many supporters, and to alienate other people because you saying something ignorant like that, and this is not the first time, and it's not like he didn't use the word before, because he's got videos where he did it. All I'm saying is that there is a lot of responsibility on being a YouTuber, doing podcasts, regardless of how big or small that you are. And the one thing that, especially with these new rules from, you know, that's going towards content creators, if you can't really actually say deathmatch or show some violence, well, I guess with Destiny, it's just crazy what some of these rules are, and they're cracking down on people with just doing something minute like that. Well, then, you know what I'm saying, he should be hit hard for going all out, because look, the thing of it is that when we all get into doing this, a lot of people want to try to be the next PewDiePie. You know, I've never looked at myself of wanting to try to be that. I've just wanted to get into the video game world, meet, you know, podcast personalities. I've wanted to get a chance to talk to, you know, staff from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? The people from developers, all of that. This is why I wanted to get into it, because this is the world that I enjoy. This is my favorite hobby in the world. And you know what? And I don't really care who I play against and who, and you know what I'm saying? And for my supporters out there, I have a diverse bunch of supporters that has my back and sub to this channel, and I care and love them all for that. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you should be, no matter if you have millions or if you just have 20. That's all I'm saying. It's one of them things where we're all gamers. So it just comes down to respect. That's the whole thing. I mean, you know, you have these people take their time out of their day to listen to your content, to share it, to talk about it. And you would think that out of those people that listens to your stuff, that you would have a little bit more consideration about all of those people, especially having millions upon millions of people watching your channel. But regardless, man, definitely going to be making another video talking about Obsidian and some other things. Everybody have a good one. Definitely like to hear your thoughts for real, because, you know, regardless if you support it or you don't, it's all about, you know, hearing from you guys. Peace.